Hello everyone and welcome to my first review. I'm sorry I don't really know what I'm doing and I'm not the best, but hopefully you enjoy this. Today we'll be reviewing Andy by Raleigh Ritchie. When I first heard this was being released, I was immensely excited because I have been an incredibly big fan. I first heard about him from Game Grumps. Yes, sorry I don't watch Game of Thrones, but I knew right away I loved who he was. The first song I heard was Time of the Tree, which was released in 2018, I think. And a year or two later, he released a second single, Aristocrats, which made me a fan of his music. I haven't listened to his first album, You're a Man Now Boy, which was released in 2016, but to take 4 years for the second album, I was kind of expecting a lot because he had a long time to get better. And I'll say I'm not disappointed. This album only has 12 songs with no features, but I think no features is a good thing for this project considering how personal this album is, but let's get into it. The first song is Pressure, which I thought was great. The strings really added a lot to the song as well as the entire album. This album has some of the best strings I've ever heard on an album, and I think the lyrics, vocals, and melodies were really honest, sounding, and catchy. The worst part about the song, I'd say, is probably the chorus. It's definitely not bad, but it's just the weakest part of the song. It sounds incredibly beautiful, and then all of a sudden, with this heavy bass, comes in on the verse, then comes in more powerful with the horns, strings, and heavy drums with that kick. And I think this song is talking about his insecurities and how he blames on himself, which I think he puts on well. That's mostly it to the intro. Now, the next song, Time in a Tree, is the biggest song on the album and the first single. And incredibly powerful but slow and saddening at the same time with incredibly beautiful strings and slow percussion. But I didn't expect in the middle of the song basically a trap beat switch with fast hi-hats and heavy bass. Everything about this song is incredible, but what I think is even more incredible is the music video. Please go watch that. But let's move on. Aristocrats is the second single from this album with another beautiful music video. This song is another perfect song with one of the greatest hooks on this album, with again some of the best strings on the album. The drums are pretty basic, but complement the song really well. The little vocal melody in the instrumental, which is pretty weird. I most times like the bridge or outro, but it has its purpose. So let's move on. Again, it's another perfect song with Party Fear. It starts with an incredible intro with great strings again, and his singing in the intro is some of the best on the album. The chorus is incredible with a great melody. Sorry if I'm wrong, but in this song he's talking about basically social anxiety, and I can really relate to this, so this has to be one of my favorites. Then one of the biggest things I didn't expect was in the middle. It slowed down. It went to a very mellow rap first with his voice pitched down. I really like that. The part where he tells this cat to get the fuck back. But another incredible song. Worries is probably my least favorite song on the album. It's definitely not bad, but it's pretty forgettable. The horns are really complement a lot to the song, and same with the drums sometimes. His vocals are incredible though, like in the first verse and chorus. Then is the bridge, I think it is. He goes into a rap verse, which I love, but don't think it fits the mood of the song too much. Honestly, the thing I don't really like about this song is the instrumental besides strings and drums sometimes. STFU sounds very circus sounding and I love it. The drums are very pounding and marching sounding and very complements the horns on the song. I don't like the horns too much on this album, but this song really has the best. This song seems like it talks about maybe criticism or just toxic people in life and doesn't need them, which make me like it more and make it seem more uplifting, but of course still has its sad moments. Then one of the best parts is the outro, which is a beautiful piano and string part, which is very calm after all the fast sounding stuff in the rest of the song. Now, at first, I didn't like 27 Club because of the weird instrumental, and now I still don't like it very much, but I do appreciate it more. Especially with what he's talking about. It's not as great as the other songs in my opinion, but still not bad really. Sadboi is definitely top 5 on the album with an incredible instrumental with a sample Flip a Bad Boy by Clarence Palmer, which sounds like something Madlib, Kanye, or even Hit Boy might do. What he's talking about is nothing new, but incredibly honest and beautiful. His voice comes off so good in this song. Shadow starts off with again banging kicks and then goes off to being calm. Sounds like he's talking about a love interest that he still has feelings for but treats him poorly. His voice is incredible on this song, and the lyrics are well written. Then the intro has a slower hook with incredible strings. Then back to the original beat, then again, incredible strings. This song is nothing new, but it's still great. Structure is a great little interlude which reminds me a lot of Frank's track by Kanye West from The Life of Pablo. The piano and vocals are incredible, it's some of the best strings I've heard in the album. I would have preferred a normal studio sounding version, but I respect doing a live version and definitely shows his natural talent. I don't know if it's him playing the piano, but if it is, a great work. Then an immensely beautiful string outro, which I understand why they made it so short. I would have loved it to maybe be at least 4 measures long. But this song is mostly a great interlude, but I would have loved more. I still don't know, but I'd probably say this is my favorite song, either Sadboi or Aristocrats, but basically Squares, one of the best songs on the album. And I can assume I liked it from the beginning based on my Spotify Wrapped. But an incredibly sad but uplifting song with some of the best singing of his. A great instrumental with great chords, strings, and slow banging drums. This song is so grabbing that I couldn't stop playing it, and I love the message, which I assume is just talking about being ourselves and eating Haribo's. Now for Big and Scared. I don't know what this song is about, if it's either him talking to his younger self or to his child, but anyway, this song is one of the best outros on an album I've ever heard. And with the fact that I don't know what the song's about could maybe bring a lot of connection with the song personally, which I like. I think my favorite thing about this song is the chorus, which is so sad sounding and giving a sense of hope as well. His verses are incredible as well. This song probably has some of the best writing on this album. Then the song ends with muffled and distorted vocals by him reciting the chorus on Pressure, which is fine. I do think it goes on for a little long, but that's not that big of a problem. But a great way to end the album. And all I really have to say left is album of the year, 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching.